We are in the midst of the dog days of summer. Temperatures are scorching. It's vacation time for many, and with those vacations come trips into the great outdoors. But tonight, a warning to new and seasoned hikers alike that the heat is no joke. In tonight's Prime Focus, our Jaclyn Lee traveled to the Grand Canyon, where officials are ready to respond, but hoping with a little preparation, all hikers can enjoy the beauty of one of our country's true natural wonders.
This summer has been a sizzler.
The heat is just unimaginable.
It's very hot.
The hottest week of weather in 30 years.
Record-setting temperatures sweeping the entire country.
Dangerous heat building across the country.
A heat dome parking over the west. Death Valley clocking an all-time high of almost 130 degrees. Just 5 degrees shy of the all-time hottest temperature ever recorded on Earth.
Las Vegas could see their earliest 110 on record.
You burning, literally.
And just 3.5 hours north of Phoenix, in one of the most popular national parks in the world, the Grand Canyon.
What is it about the Grand Canyon that just brings people in?
Well, it's one of the natural wonders. Absolutely, the view.
Deep, majestic canyons and trails so narrow that mules and donkeys are still used to deliver mail to the Havasupai tribe, located 2,000 feet below.
They're packing food, trash. If they're green and gray, they're the pack service mules.
Here on the Bright Angel Trail, we caught up with Megan Smith, coordinator of the Grand Canyon's Preventative Search and Rescue. The program first came to be in 1996 after an extreme heat wave killed 5 people, and the number of search and rescue events skyrocketed to 482.
It's hot.
It's very hot. Just like temperatures in Phoenix. The bottom of the canyon is very close to the temperatures in Phoenix. It gets hotter as you go downhill.
The park search and rescue team, made up of 70 volunteers, deploys when hikers get stuck, often overcome with heat exhaustion or reaching physical limits.
A lot of preparedness issues, but also a lot of fitness issues.
Hiking is the most common cause of heat-related death in the country's national parks, representing more than 60% of all deaths. Just last week, a 20-year-old woman's body was recovered after she was reported missing. This is the 3rd death in the park in just over a week. The Canyon search and rescue team reportedly dispatched for 302 incidents and 455 hiker assists in 2023.
Every year, somebody somehow ends up in the bottom of the canyon or over the edge.
Here at Yaqui Point, on the south rim of the Grand Canyon, more than a dozen search and rescue volunteers are simulating a rescue.
It's important that we train so that we're proficient, being able to get to them as quickly as we can to render aid and bring them back to the top.
Rangers tell us the goal is to set up this entire rope rescue within 10 minutes of responding to a scene, and they practice this every single month. They say the most important aspects include not only practicing this descent and the operation, but also tying these knots for strength to safely rescue someone. What is the most critical aspect of search and rescue?
Timing is really key to it. The quicker we know that somebody is needing help, the quicker we can respond and mobilize and make that happen.
But search and rescue efforts are a last resort. Smith emphasizes the national park makes great efforts to educate hikers before they're caught in potentially life-threatening situations.
So when you come to the Grand Canyon, you think, I'm here for vacation, to spend time with my loved ones, but you're saying there's way more that you have to think about.
You have to do a ton of research. You have to be honest with yourself about your fitness.
With the canyon's breathtaking beauty, seemingly endless vistas, and stunning rock formations, it's no surprise the Grand Canyon draws in nearly 5 million visitors each year. But park rangers say many underestimate the 7,000 to 9,000 foot change in elevation, as well as the searing heat's effect on the body.
You're going to have a lot of water loss, and you're with it going to lose a lot of electrolyte. So it's important that you replenish that electrolyte. Eating food is the best way. Pretzels, salty, chips, anything like that.
Because you're losing that through your sweat so quickly.
You can tell if you see somebody really in it that's been hiking hard and they're in a dark colored hat or t-shirt, they're going to have salt stains all over their shirt and their hat, sometimes even built up on their eyelashes, and that tells me as a medical provider it's somebody that I want to pay attention to.
Park rangers say hikers need to eat breakfast, lunch with plenty of salty snacks in between, and bring water, sun protection, and medications. The punishing environment was an unexpected wake-up call for Wisconsin visitor Machen Iwig.
Did you ever reach a point when you maybe got too far and it was too hot and you were concerned about your well-being?
Oh, definitely. I've never been out here hiking before, so the heat started to get to me. We were out there hiking around 1 or 2 o'clock. It was constantly stopping and constantly just kind of that uneasy feeling of dizziness. But then after that, we realized it's like we need to start drinking water in the morning and at night.
Aside from environmental stressors, search and rescue teams are facing a staffing shortage. So each call for service that could have easily been prevented strains the system.
We're having to go out over and over for something that's quite benign, for something where we're launching the aircraft and having to fly to someone's aid, and it's not a true emergency. There's a lot of risk involved, there's a lot of hazard involved, and that really wears on folks.
But Smith says many joined the profession to help people on their worst days. So when tourists trek to one of the most stunning places on Earth, like the Grand Canyon, it all starts with understanding how to cool off as the temperatures continue to heat up.
Really important to stop. You want to stop your body from overheating. People that shade up and rest, even if you've run out of water, you just got to stay put for the heat of the day. We really encourage people to not hike between 10 and 4.
So that will physically bring your body temperature down.
The key thing that you want to watch for in your hiking companions or anyone else on the trail is altered mentation, confusion, fainting. Anything indicating that the brain's not functioning is an immediate life threat, and you need to stop right away.
Some helpful tips there. Our thanks to Jaclyn Lee.